Howdy YouTube, a really cool review for you today, and that's because we're taking a look at a very rare figure, and that is the Jakks Rocky Balboa Iron Mike Tyson. The baddest man on the planet. To my knowledge, this is the only wrestling style figure that they've made of Mike Tyson. Was really difficult to actually find. Very happy that I was able to pick it up. I had this guy for a couple years now, actually. Picked him up for around $40. He is worth quite a bit on eBay at the moment, and deservedly so. He is probably, in my view, the greatest boxer of all time. I know Ali is certainly a runner for that title and a lot of others, but for me, just raw one-hit KO power and just an exciting fighter. I don't think anyone comes close. Really excited to get this guy opened up and out of packaging. I'm actually seeing the Creed movie, which is really, I guess, Rocky 7. Very keen to see that because it's gotten some good reviews, and I've got some more Rocky figure reviews to show you guys as well. In terms of packaging, he comes in the standard Rocky Balboa packaging, the black card, of course. They released figures from all the other movies. I remember having them when they came out and then selling them and replacing them with the newer NECA versions. But this is one guy who never got re-released, so very excited to get him opened up and out of packaging. And taking a look on the back, we see the other figures in the set, of course. We've got Rocky Balboa, Mason the Lion Dixon. Got a review coming up for you guys on that figure very soon. What's interesting is that Mike Tyson actually looks very different. And then we've got Michael Buffer, better known as, I think, the brother or dad of the legendary Bruce Buffer, probably the greatest announcer in history. Mike Tyson, the read up on the back says, as the buzz builds to a roaring crescendo for the boxing match the world has been waiting for, even Mike Tyson can't contain himself. Exclaiming his displeasure at Mason Dixon's style, Tyson throws a few verbal punches from outside the ring. Interesting read up, actually. I'm surprised that it's interesting, the Rocky universe, because they combine, I guess, reality with fiction. In the original Rocky, they had complete mental blank, and he's one of my favourite boxers, Joe Frazier, in the movie, and then they had, obviously, Mike Tyson and Rocky Balboa. So it's kind of weird, is it part of real-life boxing, or isn't it? But it's just a really cool universe. Rocky 5 figures in the set. We've got Rocky Balboa in street gear. Man, that was a shit movie. And then Tommy the Machine Gun, which actually looks like a really decent figure. That's another really rare one to find. So let's get Mike Tyson opened up and out of packaging. Okay, and here we have Mike Tyson opened up and out of packaging. Honestly, this is a fantastic figure. One of my favourite figures, I think, in my collection. I love the detail on this guy, and also the clothing and stuff too. I'll bring it forward so you guys can take a look at the face. I think they did a really good job. Jakks always, I think, did a good job on the face sculpts. To me, at least, that definitely looks like Mike Tyson. Very nice. In terms of detail, he's got like the cloth clothing, which is interesting, different to what it had on the back of the packaging. But really nice that they went for a quality figure. I think that's really cool. Moving down, obviously, there's just cloth material. Everything does come off. Everything is removable. He's got the shirt underneath there, revealing a very tank Mike Tyson. And then if you take the pants off, I believe he's just got the boxing shorts. I mean, it would have been incredible if they had released a boxing Mike Tyson. That would have been just excellent. But still, a really awesome looking figure. Very cool. Certainly very rare and different. In terms of articulation, he's got a ball-jointed head, ball-jointed arms, swivel in the bicep, bend at the elbow, swivel in the wrist. He's got a swivel in the waist, legs move forward and back, bend at the knee, and then swivel in the ankle. So your standard, basically, Jakks wrestling figure articulation. I think he actually uses the body of pretty much the standard wrestling figure as well. Okay, and just for comparison, I've got Mike Tyson here with some other figures. Of course, he scales actually perfectly with the NECA Rocky figures, which are amazing figures. He scales really well with the Mattel Shawn Michaels as well. So if you're a wrestling fan and you wanted to set up a DX Mike Tyson, you could very easily do that. And in terms of scale with the UFC figures, the UFC ones are quite a bit larger. At a stretch, you probably could fit him in, but I'd advise against that. One thing I really like too is that with the Jakks figures, they're very easy to customize. So if you did want a boxing Mike Tyson, you basically just take off the cloth clothing and swap the hands out for some boxing gloves, and you're good to go. So I think that's really cool. If you're a Mike Tyson fan, I think no question this is a must-have. If you're a wrestling fan or a fight fan or anything like that, I think you've got to get a figure of one of the greatest boxers of all time. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this review from Rocky Balboa. We're looking at Iron Mike Tyson.